the big thing is I think what everybody, when you have Bitcoin, you have such um it's what do they call it? It's a centennial. Is it centennial? It's a centennial asset. It's a lifetime asset. It's not, this is not Tesla goes up $20, or this is
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
McDonald's. I bought McDonald's stock and it doubled overnight or something like that. No, this is Bitcoin. This is it's the king daddy of crypto. And to sell it into fiat, I challenge you guys. I challenge people to think about selling it, because there's protocols coming out, and they're actually already out on Coinbase, where you can borrow against your Bitcoin. You don't have to sell your Bitcoin.
Mhm.
And so here pretty soon,
Yes.
you're going to be able to use your Bitcoin to buy a house. You're going to be able to use Bitcoin to buy a Tesla, or you're going to be able to use Bitcoin to buy a Ferrari, or whatever it is that, is on your mind and you think that you need. You're going to be able to use Bitcoin to buy those things. So keeping that in mind, I mean, do you guys think 109K is the top for Bitcoin? I mean, that's just, I don't know. It could go to zero tomorrow,
Well,
but, and I'm a little bit of a moon boy when it comes to Bitcoin, but I see the potential there of the long haul, 10, 20 years down the road. It could possibly get to $1 million a coin, you know. So I don't know. That's all speculation. Crypto's all speculation. I don't claim to be an expert in anything, but um, Bitcoin is just one of those assets that you sell it and then you're like, oh, why did I sell it? 2-3 years later, you're like, I should have kept it. No, but it's good. We're still super early on a lot of this stuff, man. And those protocols that are coming out, they're just now coming out because regulation has loosened, and regulation is going to continue to loosen, and we're going to see more favorable prices. So,
right. I agree. And we've got Army Piper in the house, by the way. Welcome, Army Piper. Appreciate you being here. Piper has the Piper plan, where he talks about DCAing into Bitcoin. Are you taking part in that there, Jeff, or what?
Oh, I definitely DCA into Bitcoin. I've learned my lesson over and over again. Alts are great, but at the end of the day, it's all about Bitcoin.
So
Gotcha.
would you say that you're Bitcoin heavy in your portfolio?
This is another thing too, is you guys are going to get a kick out of this, but I know myself. So knowing myself, I don't have my Bitcoin ledger. The wife has the Bitcoin ledger. and that keeps me from,
the boss has it. Yeah.
You got that right, because she knows me. She knows that as soon as I get that thing on chain, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? Convert, and you're going to have 50 alts, and they're all going to have $100 in it, and I'm going to think it's all going to moonshot. Guys, that's not reality, guys. It's not real. Don't convert your Bitcoin. Don't sell your Bitcoin.
That was funny. That was funny.
I mean, if this was like the 2013 cycle where you're like going in and there's only 500 alts, yeah, I converted Bitcoin to some alts, but now, no. I have like 75% Bitcoin in my portfolio, and the other is cash. And so I mean,
and BC, and that's a great point, because if we knew the things we know today, if we knew them back then, we would be like, I'm holding. I'm not going to do anything with this because I know it's going to go to $100,000, So,
see, well, I've always kept my 5% that I will never sell. And like, I've kind of cycled through where I sell tops and then I buy back in at bottoms. Where it's like, if 109, it was that top, and we do see some of like your patterns replay, you could pretty much triple up on how much Bitcoin you had if the bottom ends up being that 34K that I'm looking at from just current information. So I mean, that's a reason to sell, as long as you're going to buy back in, though. That's the only reason I would convert my BS.
Holy cow.
Yeah, the only reason I would convert my Bitcoin to fiat is so that I can like double or triple up on how much Bitcoin I have when we get to the bear. Other than that, I keep my like 5-10% that I just never sell and I continue to DCA into.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's and all of these, because what we're really talking about is an investment, emotional intelligence, right? So
Mm.
that was what chapter 7, emotional intelligence, right?
Mhm.
So, you, I, 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 I've been off and on trading for the last 3 years. I've made a bunch of mistakes trading, and emotional intelligence was the big thing for me. I couldn't deal with that. First, I couldn't deal with the 20% swing, 30% swing, 40% swing in a bull market. Cause I'm like, why are we dipping this much in a supposed bull market?
Bull
Like,
market.
I never understood that until I understood that, oh, these things are swinging because the big whales want to buy in lower, and it took me a while to realize that. I don't know why, but I was just never patient enough to watch it and wait for it to go back up, and that's why the wife has Bitcoin.